It's 4 o'clock on this on this Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening, March 27th, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel 4 o'clock news on this Tuesday afternoon, March 27th, 2018, going into Tuesday evening. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. It is 4 o'clock on this Tuesday evening, and we get a temperature of 48 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories of the Peter Channel 4 o'clock news is President Trump privately presses for military to pay for border wall. Facebook data misuse scandal affects substantially more than 50 million claims. Andrew Wiley. As Cambridge Analytica is an example of what modern-day colonialism looks like, whistleblower said. Why adding a citizenship question to the census launched a political firestorm? 1 in 5 Americans wants the Second Amendment to be repealed, National Survey finds. Baton Rouge cops involved in Elton Sterling's death will not face state charges. North Korean leader was in delegation visiting Beijing, according to the source. Britain's May calls for a long-term response to Russia after spy poisoning. State Department braces for Bolton's return. Israel Prime Minister Netanyahu taking an hospital for tests, according to a spokesman. William Sprankville, Larry Nash's boss at MSU, hit with sex charges. Stormy Daniels not going away anytime soon, Laura said. Feds say that self-help group, of course. Maryland school shooter Austin Vaughn killed himself. As Vladimir Putin criminal negligence caused 6 more deaths in a mall fire, protesters criticized officials for the mall safety breaches. A North Korean crew captain was found guilty of theft by a Japanese court. A day after the White House closed, a Russian consulate and ordered 16 Moscow diplomats to leave. Kremlin officials said Tuesday they won't tolerate blackmail. 2 people were arrested on Tuesday in the suspected anti-Semitic killing of an 85-year-old Holocaust survivor in Paris at death that has the French citizens on edge. A Washington State man has been arrested in connection with a suspicious package found this week at several military facilities near the nation's capital. Man wanted for allegedly breaking into Grunk's Foxborough home now, sought for crime spree. Four Taunton area high school senior basketball players were nominated for this year's Dave Conn's Achievement Award to be present Wednesday night. Pedestrian mid-flighted after being struck in Taunton. Man rear-ends occupied school bus in Whitman as 41-year-old Avenue man struck the back of the bus, which had just stopped to let children on. Brockton City Council vote to table marijuana issue, voice anger at mayor. Tesla's shares of bonds are tanking. Oracle wins court at ruling against Google $1 billion copyright case. Wall Street falters, dragged down by tech. And Arizona's rethinks self-driving experiment after Uber crash. Look at that, stocks now. Down 344 for 20 points at 23,858.40. SP5 down 45.99 points at 2612.56. And then Nasdaq down 211.34 points at 7,008.81. And Arizona's rethinks self-driving experiment after Uber crash. Parts of the Amazon uninhabited are actually home to up to 1 million people. Bear cubs get more brotherly love when their moms are protected from hunters. NASA delays launch of James Webb Space-based telescope until 2020. Chinese space station could crash to Earth on Easter weekend. Lawsuit challenges FDA delay of e-cigarette review. Egg and embryo loss at O'Hara fertility clinic much worse than initially reported. Peter Childers' time is 4-1 on this Tuesday afternoon, going into Tuesday evening, and it is 7.5 for a sports report. Celtics and the Bruins have a night off. It's a catch. NFL owners approved Des Bryant rule. Javon Boykin cut by Seahawks amid assault probe. Gettleman on Odell Beckham, you don't quit on town. And Xavier's Chris Mack reached to become Louisville's next head coach. Peter Childers' time 4:01 on this Tuesday afternoon, going to Tuesday evening, and it is time now for a Peter Chell traffic treasure check. Beep beep. MBTA Providence Line train 824 3:02 p.m. from Providence now operated 5-10 minutes beyond schedule between Kennedy Junction and the South Station due to Amtrak train traffic, and the ferries and the subway are looking good. Okay, look at the highways and byways of Rhode Island and in eastern Massachusetts. Starting off down in Rhode Island, where 95 on the southbound side, it is sold from Pawtucket to downtown Providence. 95 on the northbound side, it is sold between Warwick and downtown Providence. 95 on the southbound side, Lowell after 295 of Warwick. 146 Borfed sides back around Route 99, the North Smithfield and Lincoln stretch. 146 on the northbound side, sold in the North Smithfield headed towards the Massachusetts border. 195 westbound side, it is sold between East Providence and downtown Providence. Out in the Cape, 28 on the northbound side, it'll also around Connery Avenue in Pecasset. 28 on the northbound side, it'll also around Bourne Rotary. Route 6 is looking good from Segment on Lanes. Bourne and Segment bridges are looking good. 95 on the southbound side, it is slow around Deposit Street and Norwood and Hipwreck between 140 in Foxborough to Route 295 in Attleboro. 24 on the southbound side, so slow after 128 in Canton and Hipwreck between 495 and 140 in the Raynham Taunton area. Route 3 there, the southbound side, so between the Braintree split all the way down to the Union Street and Braintree, and 128 the southbound side, so between 379 and the Braintree split. 128 the northbound side, it is open in the split all the way out to 28 and Randolph. 128 the southbound side, it is slow between Route 2 and Lexington all the way to Route 24 in Canton. 7 Expressway, the southbound side, so between the split all the way to the Mass Ave in Boston, and 7 Expressway, the northbound side, so between Quincy and Dorchester. 93 in both ends of downtown Boston, backed up. Mass Pike and both ends back between South Boston and Logan Airport. Mass Pike eastbound side, also around the Prue Tunnel, and 93 southbound side, it is so between Somerville and the Zake Bridge in downtown Boston, and Mass Pike westbound side, so between Austin Brack tolls all the way down to Natick. 93 on the northbound side, so between Boston and Medford, and Hillcrest and Route 128 in Redden. Route 3 on the northbound side, it is so between Route 62 and Bedford all the way down to Chelmsford. 120 on the northbound side, so between Waltham all the way down to Linfield. 120 at the northbound side, also Peabody stretch. 93 at the northbound side, so between 133 and Andover all the way to Route 495. 495 at the northbound side, it is so between 114 and Andover all the way to Route 213 in Methuen. 495 at the southbound side, so between Westboro all the way down to Hopkinton. And 290 westbound side, so between 190 and Route 9 in Worcester. And 393 95, otherwise looking good in 7 New Hampshire. Peter Chell do stop 404 on this Tuesday evening, afternoon. It's time now for a weather report. Perfect spring day in New England. After a little chilly start, it turned out to be gorgeous. As we take a look at the radar, satellite Newport shows clear skies for much of the 6-state New England region. Wall to the west of us, a round of rain showers from central to western portions of New York State down for much of Pennsylvania down the Delaware Peninsula and Baltimore, Washington quarter, and on eastern Virginia and stretch of West Virginia, and then on the south-central portions of Ohio. And seeing some sleet in central portions of New York State and the Poconos of Pennsylvania. But otherwise, a perfect day in the 6-state New England region, as we're seeing the temperatures in the 41 and 51 degree range in southern New England. It's in the 40s for much of northern New England with a 25 degree reading in Mount Washington, New Hampshire. Oh, perfect spring-like day. Right now, 47 degrees, our temperature humidity at 41%, 2.24 degrees, about around 3.36 inches, and wind speed is calm east. Alright, let's take a look at our forecast, and it goes like this. Look at it. Cloudy skies with a low at 31 degrees. Light variable wind for Wednesday, mostly cloudy skies about 52 degrees. Calm wind coming southwest wind 5 miles in the afternoon for Wednesday night, mostly cloudy skies about 37 degrees. Calm wind for Thursday, slight chance showers, mostly cloudy skies about 55 degrees. Calm wind coming in southeast wind 5 miles in the afternoon, chance base 20%. Thursday night, chance showers, patchy fog, otherwise cloudy skies about 46 degrees. Chance southward about 3 to 5 miles an hour, chance base 30%. For Friday, chance showers May after 9 a.m., patchy fog between 4 10 a.m. Otherwise, mostly cloudy skies about 60 degrees. Chance base 40% for Friday night. Mostly cloudy skies about 37 degrees. For Saturday, most sunny forecast about 53, about 37 degrees. Sunday, chance showers between 11 a.m. 3 p.m. Patchy sun in the forecast about 52, about 34 degrees. Chance base 30%. Monday, patchy sun in the mostly cloudy skies about 47, about 31 degrees. And for Tuesday, mostly sunny skies about 49 degrees. And that is gonna be it for the Peter Channel 4 o'clock news on this Tuesday afternoon, March 27, 2018. I few words will be have a good afternoon and an evening with a good positive attitude. And I'll see you at 11 o'clock for a layout report. You have a good afternoon.